Yeah, folks, it has been Monster Week. We had Godzilla -1, that movie was awesome. We got Monarch Legacy of Monsters still going on. The show's starting to gain momentum. And now we finally have our first trailer for Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. Yes, the Monsterverse officially continues after Godzilla vs. Kong kicked complete ass. At least to me, I thought that movie was badass. So now Legendary's Monsterverse is in fact continuing, not just with a couple of TV shows, but of course a new movie as well. One that continues the story after Godzilla vs. Kong, and Godzilla and Kong vs. Mechagodzilla, because oh my god, that fight was awesome. Alright, so let's dive into this trailer, because there are quite a few things to talk about. I mean, first off, we see that Kong has a new, cybernetic enhancement of sorts. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet now. Of course, I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe this takes place right after Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's like a brace of some kind, healing his arm from when it was dislocated in the last movie. Wait, that can't be right. That was his left arm. This thing's on his right arm, so forget that. I don't know what this thing is. But the big things happen when we see this.
Still, now and then.
Cause yeah, big things come in small packages apparently. We got little mini baby Kong here now. I am wondering if this is taking inspiration from Son of Kong. I don't know, I mean, this could be taking inspiration from all sorts of different kaiju media from over the decades, but I'm thinking that Son of Kong might be one of them. And if we're talking about Kong, it does seem like this trailer is focusing more on him than on Godzilla, which I guess is fine with me for now since I like King Kong as well, and I like the fact that he still has his battle axe from the last movie, cause that was super cool. He's gotten even older now, his beard's gotten longer and more gray. He looks like one seasoned bastard. Cool. And so I guess we see at a point that there is this whole civilization of giant ape titans. At that point I was like, well, wait a minute, what the fuck? This isn't a flashback. I don't think so anyway. So where were these guys in the last movie when we were exploring Hollow Earth? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, now I guess we're going Kingdom of the Planet of the Giant Apes. Alright, and I wonder what Kong's role is going to be in terms of this civilization. My guess is, since at the end of the last movie, it seemed like Kong is now king of Hollow Earth, and I'm guessing in this movie there's a civilization of giant apes that live in Hollow Earth already, and they're already being led by the new villain of this movie, the Scar King, I guess he's called. So now I guess it's gonna be Kong versus Scar King fighting for that throne. I don't know. And we get a look at our human cast for this movie. Rebecca Hall returns from Godzilla vs. Kong. Brian Tyree Henry returns. I actually really like his character. He's pretty funny. The crazy conspiracy theorist type. He had some good moments in the last one. Kaylee Hoddle returns as Gia, the little deaf Skull Island native girl who has an emotional connection with Kong. I am glad she's returning as well. And I feel like if these movies keep going, she's gonna be in most of them. Which, yeah, good for that actress for getting work. Dan Stevens joins the cast. No idea what his character's deal is yet, but I'm sure it won't matter. Cause let's face it, again, when it comes to the human stuff in the Monsterverse, it's never that interesting or even well written. Although I will say, Monarch Legacy of Monsters? Yeah, I will say I'm actually getting attached to those human characters. Surprisingly so. I'll make a video on that show when the season wraps. But as for these characters in Godzilla x Kong the New Empire, yeah, they're not what I'm looking forward to the most in this movie. And now we come to it.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
Gojira rises again. It looks like our boy's been hibernating since the events of the last movie and undergoing some form of metamorphosis of some kind, cause he comes out sporting a bit of a different look. We've known this Godzilla to, have smaller spines and be sporting blue atomic breath and small pudgy little arms. Now he comes out with bigger pink spines, pink atomic breath, and longer muscular arms. I'm like, man, Godzilla, you've been working out. I heard one comment, this cracked me up. One comment said that Godzilla is now transgender. Yeah, she's Transzilla now. I died laughing. That shit was hilarious. Seriously though, I dig this new Godzilla design. Cause I mean, Godzilla's had a million different designs over the decades. I'm never opposed to Godzilla having a new-ish design, as long as it does stay true to, the criteria, and doesn't make him some weird dinosaur-looking raptor thing, like Roland Emmerich did. Yeah, this Godzilla looks fucking sick. I'm totally down with this. And so again, my guess is that Kong has a fight with the Scar King and he's gonna call in his old buddy Godzilla to help him out. The Scar King, I mean, I'm guessing this is a completely new monster created for this movie, cause I've never heard of the Scar King before. Is that the best name they could come up with? I am hoping that this movie leads to more of the monsters that we are familiar with from over the decades coming into this universe, like Destoroyah and Biollante. Those are the two I really want to see. Since we've seen all the other big ones already, Mechagodzilla, Ghidra, Rodan, Mothra. Bring in Destoroyah, bring in Biollante, or hell, maybe even Space Godzilla. Maybe. Save that for a couple movies down the road. But for now, alright, we got the Scar King. And then the end of this trailer, I'm not even gonna say anything, it's just, here you go. Yeah, Yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I don't care what anyone says, this movie's gonna be dumb fun. That's what these movies have been since Kong Skull Island, otherwise known as when the MonsterVerse became enjoyable. I love these movies for what they are, which is that dumb, awesome monster fun. Godzilla vs. Kong having the best fights yet, and so now I'm hoping Godzilla x Kong The New Empire carries on that tradition. I am really glad that Legendary's MonsterVerse is continuing, and I hope that this movie and Monarch Legacy of Monsters are not gonna be the last of it. Now let's keep this franchise going for a while, cause now I'm really starting to have some fun with it. And hey, that's the reason I love to watch movies in the first place, to have fun. And the fun that this trailer makes this movie look like it's gonna provide, well, it smells pretty good, and I'm excited for the main course. So, the official trailer for Godzilla x Kong The New Empire. Have you watched it yet? What are your thoughts on it? And what's your favorite new thing that you saw here? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's back to Persona 5 Tactica. Yeah, I'm still playing that game. I gotta beat it soon, so I can finally review it. I'm working on it. Peace!